What purposes does the gentleman from New York rise?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Mr. Joyce of Ohio, I inform the House that Mr. Joyce will vote nay on H.R. 5665. And Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Mr. Jacobs of New York, I inform the House that Mr. Jacobs will vote nay on H.R. 5665.
For what purpose does the gentlewoman from Washington State rise?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Ms. Strickland of Washington, I inform the House that Ms. Strickland will vote yes on H.R. 5665.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Ohio rise?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Mr. LaHood of Illinois, I inform the House that Mr. LaHood will vote no on H.Res. 5665.
What purpose does the gentleman from Florida rise?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Mr. Christ, I inform the House that Mr. Christ will vote yes on H.R. 5665.
For what purposes does the gentleman from South Carolina rise?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Mrs. Herrera Butler of Washington State and Mr. Reed of New York, I inform the House that these members will vote no on H.R. 5665.
What purpose does the gentleman from Michigan rise?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Mr. Swazi of New York, I inform the House that Mr. Swazi will vote yes on H.R. 5665. As the member designated by Mr. Peters of California, I inform the House that Mr. Peters will vote yes on H.R. 5665. As the member designated by Mr. Kilmer of Washington, I inform the House that Mr. Kilmer will vote yes on H.R. 5665. And as the member designated by Mr. Butterfield of North Carolina, I inform the House Mr. Butterfield will vote yes on H.R. 5665.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Ohio rise?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Ms. Kim of California, I inform the House that Ms. Kim will vote no on H.R. 5665.
For what purposes does the gentleman from California rise?
Madam Speaker, as a member designated by Representative Linda Sanchez, pursuant to House Resolution 8, I inform the House that Representative Linda Sanchez will vote yea on H.R. 5665.
For what purposes does the gentleman from Colorado rise?
Thanks, Madam Speaker. As a member designated by Mr. Joe Neguse, Colorado, I inform the House that Mr. Neguse will vote yes on H.R. 5665.
For that one, yeah.
For what purposes does the gentleman from Virginia rise?
Madam Speaker, as a member designated by Mr. Blumenauer from Oregon, Mr. DeSaulnier from California, Ms. Barragan from California, Dr. Lowenthal from California, Ms. Johnson from Texas, Mr. Cohen from Tennessee, Mr. Neal from Massachusetts, and Mr. Moulton from Massachusetts. I inform the House that those 8 members will vote yes on H.R. 5665.
Indiana. For what purposes does the gentleman from Indiana rise?
As a member designated by Mr. Cahaly, I inform the House that Mr. Cahaly will vote yes on H.R. 5665.
For what purposes does the gentlewoman from Florida rise?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As the member designated by Mr. Posey and Mr. Jimenez and Ms. Salazar of the state of Florida, I inform the House that the respective members, Posey, Salazar, and Jimenez, will vote nay on H.R. 5665.
For what purposes does the gentlewoman from New York rise?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Chairwoman Nydia Velasquez, I inform the House that Ms. Velasquez will vote yes on H.R. 5665.
For what purposes does the gentleman from Maryland rise?
Madam Speaker, I'm the member designated by Mr. Doggett of Texas, and I inform the House that Mr. Doggett votes aye on H.R. 5665. And as the member designated by Ms. Jayapal of Washington, pursuant to House Resolution 8, I inform the House that Ms. Jayapal votes aye on H.R. 5665. And as the member designated by Ms. Fletcher of Texas, I inform the House that Ms. Fletcher votes aye on H.R. 5665.
For what purposes does the gentleman from Illinois rise?
Madam Speaker, as a member designated by Ms. Ocasio-Cortez, I inform the House that Ms. Ocasio-Cortez will vote yes on H.R. 5665.
For what purposes does the gentlewoman from New Hampshire rise?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by the following members, I inform the House that these members will vote yes on H.R. 5665. Suzanne Bonamici, Julia Brownlee, Catherine Clark, Lois Frankel, Grace Meng, Shelley Pingree, Melanie Stansberry.
For what purposes does the gentlewoman from Florida rise?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Ms. Maloney of New York, I inform the House that Ms. Maloney will vote yea on H.R. 5665.
On this vote, the yeas are 219, the nays are 212. The bill is passed. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid on the table. The House will come to order. Members, please remove their conversations to the cloakroom.